Awesome. Welcome, everybody. It is Tuesday, September 22nd. This is Courtney Palladino, Platinum Future One Star out of Providence, Rhode Island, with my amazing host.
Hi, Molly Foster. Cannot get my Zooms straight. Gold consultant out of Las Vegas and flight attendant.
Awesome. So today we've got two things going on. The first thing we're going to work on is setting up your Facebook business page. Once that's set up, then we're going to go into setting up Branch Up. Okay. So for those of you who don't know Branch Up, it's going to be a very useful tool for you, and it's going to save you a lot of time. Okay. So we're just going to go jump right in. I'm going to go ahead and screen share, and we're going to head straight to social media. Okay. Here is Facebook. Who on the line does not have a Facebook business page? Please put in the chat box no, so we know that you do not have a Facebook business page.
Or yes, if you do have one.
Or yes, if you have one. All
Okay.
participation.
Carol Jensen says no.
Okay, awesome.
Cheryl
Okay,
Haynes,
Carol.
I have one. Perfect.
Okay, guys, grab some paper. Okay, so on your social media Facebook page, okay, you're going to go to, and this is from the computer, you can do this from the phone as well, okay, but you're going to go to this here plus sign. When you plus, it's right, you're going to create something, whether it's a post, a story, a life event, etc. So in our case, we're actually going to be creating a page. Okay, so when you click, oh, Molly, that's the, what you call it. Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Here,
all right.
Let me stop. I'm going to stop screen so you can go on yours.
Okay, so Courtney has to run and go pick up her delivery that's at the door ringing. I'm going to go ahead and start to talk about the second thing that we're going to do while she does that. For those of you who don't know what Branch Up is, we're actually going to be setting this up today on her Facebook business page to give you a demonstration live. Okay, so while she's grabbing her food, I'm just going to show you quickly what I love. Now, it took me several months to get up the courage to even go to this website because I thought it was going to be an additional price, but it's actually free. So it's really, really cool. Let me show you what it looks like on my personal Facebook page. And I'm going to show you how little time it takes to manage this once you have it set up. Now, Courtney will also go into her tactics of how she actually posts by hand and what she does throughout that. But let me show you guys. So my brand on social media is eVacation. And so what this Branch Up does is it takes your brand and it allows you to have an auto poster that runs every single day that does all the posting for you, including the descriptions. And that's really neat because it doesn't cost anything and it goes all over the world. So sometimes they will sell things, for example, like Victory Cruises here. And sometimes it's just beautiful photos like making us want to go to Hawaii, right? Cheryl says, I use Buffer, it's free too. Absolutely. So today's tutorial will be setting up and getting your Facebook business page up and running, and then also the second aspect of the Branch Up. You can see how many people interacted or reacted with you. You can see the engagement that you got from it. It also provides, if someone were to pull up your photos, I haven't posted not one of these. This is all directly from Branch Up. So, I mean, it looks like I'm super busy, right? Well, I mean, I am super busy, but on the Facebook page, I'm not actually managing it. So I love this. Now, if there is a brand or a vendor that you don't like, then you can also take them off as well. And we will go through that. Let me see if, Courtney, are you back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
Go ahead. So I was just veering off here. Let me stop share. So we'll do the setup first, and we'll go back to the Branch Up.
Okay, so for those of you who don't have one, you can go to the page where it says page, and then from here, you're just going to start putting everything in, okay? Obviously a description, your page name. You can do it where it's viewing from the phone, and you can do it where viewing from the computer, so it's really nice so you can kind of see what you're people are going to see on your phone, on your smartphone, and what they'll see on the computer. Okay, so then you can pick all your stuff. Okay, so if I want it on the phone, it'll show what it looks like on the phone, and if you're going to look at it on the computer, this is what it'll look like on the computer. So I would definitely go back and forth so you can see like the picture up here. Is it going to fit if I do it on phone, etc. Does that make sense, guys? So all the page information here. Page
Yes.
name, okay, you can, whatever you want to name it. Okay, you want to travel the world, okay. And you put, see, it says travel the world. You put all your information on here, which will go here. So then when I go to the phone, it'll show it like this.
Okay.
So then you can go ahead and create. Of course, you can, when you go back, and let me go to my actual page. Pictures may not be saved. Continue. We're not going to save that. So let me show you my business page. Okay, mine is World Explorers. Okay, see, page. So with this page, you can have people do reviews on your page, which is really nice. So then every time you have a client, you can ask them if you can please write a review, so you can you know, build up clientele that way. Okay. There's also group one too. I have both. You know, that's if you want to do the page one, but if you want a group, obviously there's a group one as well. So you can do either or. But we're gonna do the page. Okay. So as Molly is saying, people reached, people post engagements, page likes, etc. It's all gonna show on here. Okay, it says people can search you. You can change your username if you'd like. Anything, it says anything, you can go to here and you can share it. Invite friends on here. Okay, you can edit your picture on the background. You can view as a visitor. So if I'm a visitor, I can see what it looks like if someone else was looking at it. Okay, this is what you would see. You would see this. Okay, exit. Okay, so for those of you who don't have one, does that help you?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And anything up here, you can edit all of this. Okay.
This is what I've been looking for, Courtney. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome,
Really do.
Carol.
And Cheryl also asked if we can look at her travel business page just to see how she's doing.
Carol asked. Carol.
Travel with Haynes, Haynes.
And tomorrow I'm actually doing a Facebook review. Tomorrow is Facebook reviewing. I'm spending 1 hour reviewing everybody's Facebook page. Okay. We know we're gathering. I know you're gathering people. We want to gather people. Okay. Let's see. Travel agent can help with all of your trip planning or vacation needs. I am able to help you book vacations and the passports and planning itineraries. Temporary closed. Now, with this, if it says temporary closed and someone wants to go on your page and say, I need a travel agent right now, you definitely want to have it open 24 hours. You want it open always, right? Because then if you're closed, they may go to somebody else that they find open and contact them, because let's just say something happened and they needed to get somewhere right now, right? They're not going to go to you because you're closed. So you just want to go to edit and edit that. Okay. Now all of this stuff here, definitely want to add more pictures of, like Molly was saying, and the branch up will definitely help with that. Okay, because right now we have a lot of certificates, which is great. Maybe you want to add something to this. Okay, we have a Palladium Academy, but most people don't know what this is. You know, they don't know that. So you may want to put in a little description of what this certificate is so people know what it is. Okay, because people don't know what the Grand Palladium is. Okay, so you want to put a little description. You know, I am now an official, you know, Hard Rock Cafe specialist, you know, all of that. And then you can push hashtags. Okay. but like all of this right here, Dixie Stampede in Branson, Missouri. Okay, photo by Jesco. We don't need all that. It's just, you can find all this online. Dixie Stampede, Branson, Missouri. A little bit about the Dixie Stampede. You know, I would put a little tidbit. People like that stuff. So let me actually go back to mine to kind of show you what I mean. And it gets more engagement because people liked kind of reading a bunch of stuff. When they read a bunch of stuff, they're more inclined to contact you, or maybe they're like, oh, I really want to go there, right? Let me find one. Look at that. 43 people reached on this one. Where's one that I'm looking for? Oh, here. Now, I could have just put the top 25 amusement parks in the world. I could have just put that, right? I could not even put any of this. This could just be nothing, right? But I went and took all these pictures, posted them on here, and then I put, well, what is it? These are the top 25 amusement parks in the world. Okay, there's one on here that was really good. Here, I could have just put Mickey Mouse ice cream bars. I mean, it looks delicious, right? But here, I put a little tidbit. Mickey Mouse ice cream bars was introduced in Disney parks in 1985. Who knows that? Nobody really knows that, right? You can now find them in grocery stores. Okay, just have to put just a little bit of something, just so it gets people's, people's engagement like this. Okay, instead of just posting this picture, right? I thought this was pretty neat. Like, I would totally climb all the way up and probably forget my mask and have to climb all the way down and have to redo it again. Okay.
And Courtney, where are you finding some content that's similar to this?
Well, actually, I found stuff, all of this, and I just did the last segment that I just did earlier 2 hours ago on marketing. But I found this all on Google. I Google stuff, fun things in, I don't know, Colombia, fun things in Italy, funny travel quotes, funny travel postings. That's where I get a lot of my stuff. And anything that I find from anybody else, even people out there that are not travel agents, they post some really good stuff. Or anything that I'm following, these travel pages that I'm following, they got some great stuff. So I will keep it instead of sharing it to my page. I'll just copy the picture and save it to my phone, and then it's mine. I have it here. Because then I'll look at it and like, cool, I want to know where this is. Then I'll go ahead and Google this area, and I'll find just a little of information. Because people will look at this picture and be like, great, where is it? What is it? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's right here. So it's just a little tidbit of information. And any places that you go to, now these are old pictures, 6 years ago, but any place that you go to, it's the same thing. These are real kids having a real good time at a festival that we hosted. Okay. So it's not something from Google. It's just something that, places that you've gone to. These are places that I've gone to. So anything that you see, you guys have access to everything. Go downtown to the hotels and collect some brochures and go grab some stuff. Here's another one. Okay. Noah's Ark. Okay, it's the largest outdoor water park in America. 70 acres of water slides, right? So you want just a little bit of something to talk about, just a little bit. You don't want a whole book, because people don't want to read all that. They just want a little smidge of something, okay? And then you'll see all the people that was reached. I had a couple of people inquire about going to this place for their kids. So I hope that makes sense.
Yes, and there's email campaigns that you can also sign up for. I'm a member of one called Travel Trivia. So if I really want to get some engagement, I put that on my Facebook or my Instagram stories or on here. And then you can give away like the vouchers or some prizes or a gift card or a discount if they book with you as well, because that one kind of challenges your mental. And then like yesterday, it was, where did the croissant originate from? And it was Austria, right? So that was a really fun one. There you go. Exactly.
Oh, it's like the, on my daily schedule, sometimes I put like some travel trivia for you guys. There was one about the pizza. Where was it? They have pizza and something on it. Curious, I don't remember what it was, but I find that on Google. I just Google stuff.
This one does a daily email campaign. I believe it goes to your promotions tab if you use Gmail. So I really like this one.
Awesome. So I think we have the Facebook page set up. Look here, see, questions. You can totally do questions. Save this. I would, go ahead and save the picture. You obviously have this question and you can start.
And I know the answer because I've been there.
Who knows the answer? Molly has the answer. Where's the answer? What's the answer?
Does anybody know where the Whit Sundays are located? It's a series of islands off of a coast.
Australia.
Perfect. Nailed it.
Got the answer.
Very
So
good.
you can totally do stuff like this, and do fun stuff on your pages like this. And this is also good for not just your business page, but for your personal page too. Remember, if you were at my last session earlier today, I said you want 2 sprinkles of travel. Here it is. Here's your sprinkles right here. Little sprinkles of travel. Okay.
Turkey.
So now that we have the business page set up, I guess, Molly, we can go into
Barcelona.
we can go into setting up branch up.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm basically gonna take you guys through what I do on a one-on-one. If you wanna leave your screen shared, Courtney, I'm gonna take it through on your computer actually, and we'll talk it through. So the first thing that you do when you're setting up a Facebook business auto poster on BranchUp is you go to branchup.com. And I always have my agents, for those who are trainers, I always have my agents do this actively so they learn how to do it so they can teach it and train it and duplicate it to others. Okay, so you'll click sign up for free. And sign up with your Facebook. And then it will give you the choice of your business page, hopefully. Country, perfect. I'm gonna just mute out a couple people. If you guys want to unmute, feel free to. There's just a little bit of background noise. Okay, then she's gonna continue as Courtney.
Which branches do you want to use with BranchUp? I would
So
like to
now
use.
she's gonna see she's got different ones. So she's gonna choose the World Explorers.
Which BranchUp allow you to do?
I leave all of those on to begin with, and then you can customize that later if you need to. Okay, and then click OK. Now imagine that you're doing what she's teaching you to do, which is post every day by hand, and then you're also adding these sprinkles in of an auto poster as well. Courtney, when you get down to the bottom, I'm going to give you the registration numbers.
Okay, so would I be putting this all of my personal information?
Yes.
Okay.
And it looks like she has an auto fill set up, so that's going to take her absolutely no time at all to do this. I think it took me 15 minutes to set this up the first time, 15, 20. It doesn't take very long at all. So you really should be teaching your new advisors who don't know how to grab content or what to do. Go ahead and have them set this up while they figure out how to post by hand like Courtney was showing earlier.
And if it doesn't have our little asterisk on it, just leave it blank.
That's correct. Okay, so we're going to do the seller of travel is going to be CST. And then your license number is 2001 330-10. And you guys can all find that on the business card page in your back office. And then she'll click save. If there's any errors, it'll kick back and let her know. Okay. Now, if you happen to have a logo or a photo handy in your computer, for anybody who's setting this up in real time, you can add those here. If you don't, just skip it for now and click save. Some people have logos on demand and some people have to create them and then upload them later. So if you happen to have one, Courtney, you can upload it. If not, just click save and then you can come back and do this later.
I would put it here.
Yes, that's the logo, if you have it handy.
Oh, it says it's not letting me do it, so I'll have to do it at a different time. It says profile has been updated. Oh, it says upload choose. It's not even Friday.
So are you talking about using the Archer
No,
logo?
your brand. Always
My
your
logo.
brand.
I'm branding
your brand.
World Explorer. See, World Explorer. There it is. Now I can upload this.
And then do you happen to have a profile photo handy in your computer as well, Courtney?
I don't believe I do. I'll have
Okay,
to,
no
let me
problem.
take a look here. The photos
And
of
when
them.
it comes to what photos you are putting, even on your Gmail, even on everything, try to get a photo that you don't have sunglasses on that can at least show your face. I know when I was going through and setting mine up, that was very difficult because I'm always outside taking photos on vacation. But even if you have like your spouse or your best friend go out in the park one day, just like put on some, you know, a nice outfit and have someone take a couple of headshots, that'll really go well for your business.
I do not have one at the moment.
Okay, no problem. So she would just leave that blank since she doesn't have that right now. And then you should be able just to click save, and then we'll go to the other page. Mobile. Okay, so go to on the left-hand side, right underneath where it says Facebook apps, and hit that tab that says posts. So what we're gonna do right now, and I always recommend everyone to do this, go ahead and do a live post just to test it. So go ahead and click the blue button that says post now. And then I want you to toggle back over to your Facebook business page and just make sure that it posted. See guys, this doesn't take long at all, and it does save you a lot of time throughout the day.
So it's definitely something, you guys, when you get up in the morning, you know, you do your Facebook postings, you do your ads, etc. Just add this into your daily morning routine. And you really, because you're gonna, you know, you're gonna schedule your stuff. Schedule it on every Sunday and have it ready. Get everything set up for the week.
Yep.
Posting on.
So go back, just leave this tab open and go back to your Facebook business page and hit refresh. Usually it posts before it gives you the alert. There it is. So the little description that she mentioned, it's already here. Now, if you do see a post that has a question, people may respond to you. So make sure that you're always responding back to all comments. If you don't like it, you can actually choose not to post it. But this is what it'll look like. So it actually sprinkles in things for you without time spent.
I would say if you want to edit, then add hashtags. You know, you can edit a little bit more information
Yep.
if you like.
Exactly. So if we go back to your branch up, I'm going to show you guys a couple more things. Just click the X there. Let's say, okay, now they always choose time and dates that are random. I don't know how they do it. But for example, this one right here in the Middle East somewhere, maybe Turkey.
Let's do this one.
Okay, so you see where it says reschedule, edit text, post now, or delete. If you don't want something to post at 9:31 a.m., you can change that time, you can change the date, you can even change the font or what it says before you do it. So maybe you don't want to post at 9 a.m., maybe you want to post at noon so people see your post when they're on their lunch break, if they've gone back to work. So you can do all of that. And I believe, don't quote me, but I believe that the time zone for this was in PST, I believe, because it doesn't give you an option for a time zone. So she'll reschedule that one. Yep. Now there's something else that you can do as well. If you, on the left-hand side, click on the tab that says suppliers. Now let's say, for example, you click on the cruise real quick. Let's say you don't like MSC, or you don't like Paul Gauguin, or there's something that you just don't want to promote. You can uncheck the cruises or any of the brands and vendors and tour groups and hotels that you don't want to sell. But for me personally, I just left it up because I think all of their content is pretty valuable. But again, if you've booked something and you didn't have a good experience, or you don't believe in the values of a brand or whatever may come up, you can uncheck some of the things and then they won't show those ads but the ads always refer the bookings back to you as the travel advisor. And if you don't have a list of vendors to register with, you can also grab some of the lists here. Like you haven't registered with Kentucky, which is for under 35, you know, that maybe you want to put this list together and start registering for these vendors as well. So if somebody asks you about a post, you at least have registered for the vendor.
And there's a lot here.
Yes, and that's pretty much branch up. It's pretty customizable. So here again, you can check your analytics, how many posts you've done, how many people did it reach, who viewed it, what kind of engagement did you get, did they click on something, were they interested in booking it, how far along did they go with the post? Okay. So
Quick question.
Yes.
I kind of missed the beginning of Branch Up or what it was about. So are they posting, is it the post going on your Facebook automatically, or are you posting it every morning?
It's an auto poster.
And is it like tons of stuff since there's so many vendors and everything? Is
Also
it gonna like overload your page every day?
Once a day, that's it.
Once a day, like one thing per vendor, or they don't do it all the time?
Just once a day, and the vendors rotate, the locations rotate.
Oh, okay.
If it's a cruise, if it's a tour operator, it all just rotates. So they set this up. So that's why it's like, if you don't want to post something, just delete it.
Right. Okay.
So it's like here, I have it scheduled for Thursday at 12, and this one's Thursday at 7:13 p.m. But if I didn't want this, just go ahead and take it off. And this one's Friday. Okay.
Otherwise, it'll automatically do it.
Yes.
Okay.
And they have not finished setting up this for Instagram. They were in the works, and then COVID came. So they were waiting for them to launch the Instagram for the auto poster for Monica Ector's question. And then Mary, I believe that it's only for the Facebook business page, but I can double check and get back to you, Mary, if you can use it for a business profile. I'm not positive on that one.
So then with this, right, it has a 16-day tour, Germany, Austria, Luxembourg, France, etc. So it's going to post all of this, right? Click here to view the landing page. Okay, and look, it has my logo on here. It's got my name, my email, my phone number, message me on Facebook.
So that's important that you have a photo and a logo, because when it pops your client here, you want to be professional as possible and have everything lined up and ready to go, because they do the work for you, basically. They put together the entire itinerary here. So you don't have to put together your own PDF. It's all just listed out. You can also take this and, you know, make a Facebook post and just sell it as well. How do I make a logo? I recommend, Carol, going to Fiverr or just seeing if anybody in our team is a graphics person and they have, you know, maybe like an extra hour to make a, where did you get your logo, Courtney?
I went on Fiverr. I had someone pay $100 and they edited for me for a couple of minutes until I was satisfied.
And Cheryl actually says she's a graphics person. So if you don't mind, Cheryl, maybe we can have Carol contact you for some assistance. Cool. And I think Cheryl's going to be doing later on this month, I'm not positive, a training for us on Canva, possibly. Yes, no problem.
I like this.
That would be cool.
Yeah, so all hands on deck for trainings. And so in a nutshell, that's what Branch Up does. So imagine that you take what Courtney does every day. You wake up, you do your Facebook post, you do your engagements, you do your sprinkles, you do a little bit of hard sell every now and then. Now you've added the Branch Up on top of it, and it really does help legitimize your business, and you're not spending as much time having to do it, especially if you're working full-time jobs or whatever it may be.
And I'm seeing here Apple Vacations. So if I actually click on Apple Vacations, where is it going to take me, guys?
Boom.
Max Vacation. Going to take me straight to the supplier that we have access to if you are registered for these.
So you definitely want to register for all of these vendors and brands because you don't know from day to day what they're going to post. And if you haven't registered for Trafalgar and somebody wants to book it there, well, you got to scramble to make sure that you can get that booking quote out.
And make sure when you do this and you want to register, make sure you go to the travel cafe and find out how to properly register for the supplier. Because remember, it's not all of them have you go straight to the website to register. Here, that's just telling you this is the lane, this is the area you should be going to. But if you're not, you know, if it's not that, if that's not the correct way to register, please make sure you go back to the travel cafe and find the correct registration.
So Carol, when she asked, when you register, is it good for a year or the end of the year? No, you're good for the registrations. The only thing is, for example, let's say you register with Disney and the next year, 2021, they have several modules or updates for compliance and changes. Then you'll just have to do the refresher courses and that's it. So you don't have to do the certifications every year and you don't have to register for the vendors every year over and over again. It is very time saving from that. If you guys were on Azamara this morning, they said if you book 3 cruises within 90 days, you get a complimentary cabin, and that's a pretty high price point. So start to get familiar with these brands.
Which one was
Cheryl.
this?
That was Azamara,
Oh, yes.
Royal Caribbean. They were on this morning at around 10 a.m. Perfect, Kara. And then Cheryl says, I could also do a training for Buffer if you like. Yes, Cheryl, just private message me after the training and we'll get you set up with that. And then Jessica asks, what are the best ways to share your page so that people go to it?
Okay, let's see here. There we go. Let's go to my what's on your mind. A little slow. Let's see. I just thought, here it is. So you'll find the one that's yours and then you'll just, that's mine.
Usually it will just grab it right off the bat. So sometimes if it doesn't, you just have to like X out of Facebook and then come back and then it'll pop right up.
World Explorers. Post, and then you can just post it.
Now, there is another way that you can get more people to your Facebook business page as well. Can you show them on your Facebook business page how to actually merge over your friends list and actually send an invite to everybody?
Okay.
Okay, so let me see, scroll down and let me see if it pops up on your page. Because I remember I invited like 500 people to my page all at once.
It's different on the computer than the
computer.
phone. Usually on your phone, guys, and let me see if I can try to pull it up on my phone here, but on the phone it's totally looks different. Let's see.
So anyway, there is a button that says invite friends, and then you can select all, or you can go by hand and click which friends you want to have come over and like and follow your.
Yeah, it's different on
page.
it's different on the phone.
No, that's okay.
So if you can see, let me grab this here. Okay, here I am. So on the phone, it says here, you know, it says invite your friends. So you can click invite your friends, and then you can just select every single person if you like. Or of course, if there's people that you don't want, then you just unselect it.
And a lot of the stuff that we do on our mobiles. So when we're training, we might be fumbling, but it's because we're used to doing it on our mobile device all day, every day.
On the website, I believe it's right next to the magnifying glass, those 3 dots. I believe it's right there in that section.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not usually on the
Invite
computer.
friends. There we go. Thank you.
There,
And
so
then-
you can select.
You're
all.
welcome.
It takes a village.
So invite, and you can invite. So I just pretty much invited everybody.